Hi everybody. So today we're gonna play some geometry games and some arty games, and all the materials will be attached to the emails that will be needed for these games. So today we're gonna start with a geometric game, and so we have actually this game at school, and our kids definitely know all of that. And there are wooden geometric shapes. One is a hexagon, which is yellow, one trapezoid, which is red, rhombus, blue, and the green triangle. And so if you don't have them at home, I'll have it in an attachment so you can cut it out and put it on cardboard and play with it. So the game would be, first we take just the three shapes and start with three and see how it goes. So, and make, for example, it looks like a candy. So a lot of kids like to make names for whatever figures they make. And if, for example, I say, okay, you can make a candy, and the kid would take the same and do the candy, or it might be difficult, so maybe not that easy at the first time, so you have to be careful and just explain like what's the difference in the trapezoid. It's a longer side is outside, so we have to turn it. So and also like, as I said, like naming also figures, different figures. And it's a good idea to take turns for making figures. So at first the adult can make some examples, so the kid would repeat, and then it's always interesting for kids to make up a figure, so the adult would repeat. And if, say, the kid would do something like this and say, okay, this is a bird, for example. If you can, I'll show you like this way, right? So it's easier to see. And you can actually make a mistake on purpose and say, put it like this, and ask the child to actually explain what is wrong here, not just turning, just correcting your figure, but just explaining, okay, see, it is my bird has a straight line over here, but your bird doesn't. So what you have to do, you have to make a straight line. In order to make a straight line, you have to turn this trapezoid this way. So it's the same. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, and it's actually always from what I noticed, a good idea to sometimes to make mistakes on purpose, so they have chance to actually be a teacher here. Okay, so also you can actually, if it's easy, like just three shapes, you can take more shapes and make different figures. So you can make many of them and make any figures that your kids like or you like. So also, it is a good idea not just only to construct the figures, but also draw them. So we have a special paper with triangles, and it's actually not that easy just to make a figure and then draw it. So that's why the paper here with these triangles in such a way that it actually fits the whole figure. So you can, if it's hard for a kid to just draw what they create, then they can just put it on the paper and just draw around it, and then it's easier for them to see that, okay, the rhombus, for example, is 3 triangles, and the yellow figure is 6 triangles, and so on. So and it's would be for some of them it's really challenging to actually draw the figure too. And I also attached some tasks for them to construct. So they can do it either on the paper, right, or just take or not use any paper and just do it just on the table without the paper. Okay, so the next one is after that we can do a game, for example, with the fingers, and the kids also like this all the time. So for example, to show the same number of fingers in one hand on another hand. So say it's 1 and 1, so it's 2, 2 and 2, it's 4, and it's 6, 8, 10. And then, of course, take turns like with kids to do that. So so then we can do a little bit of a moving games. In moving games, for example, if you say I say meow and you wipe your, like a kitty, you wipe your mouse. If you say car, then it's your wings, like a crow. And then if I say ribbit, you jump. And then you can make a different patterns with it. So for example, if I say car, meow, ribbit, then it would be car, meow, and ribbit. And then you can say meow, meow, car, then it would be 2 times meow, meow, and then car. It can be ribbit, 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 car. So it would be 3 jumps, ribbit, 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 car. And of course, taking turns. It's interesting because kids are usually very big fans of making up all those sequences, and it's really hard to actually keep in mind the sequence to calculate like how many times you have to wipe or jump, and the sequence, you know, the bigger sequences, the harder it is. So after then so we have another game. The one I would like to show is called live pictures, and so if I don't think you have it, like, and I actually don't have the actual game myself, so I just used the one like homemade version. So and the point here is that there is a picture, and on one side is one picture, on the other side is almost the same picture, just with a little bit different, something a little bit different. So for example, here's an apple on one side, but it's an apple with a leaf on the other side. So, and what you do, you put 6 cards on a table, and so let the child see everything, and then ask him to hide under the table, or, you know, run to the other room, whatever works, so he or she doesn't pick. And then just change something, for example this, and then when the child is back, he has to explain actually which, without touching the picture, which card is different. So for example, here we've changed the cat, and so the cat here has now tail that is going up, and on the other side it was down, the tail was down. So he has to explain actually what's different with the picture, what's changed. So, and then you take a different card, also for example like this, and then make him go under the table, and then turn, say, this card, and then when he's back, you have to explain, okay, this, so here is a bird, and bird has a closed beak, and now it's an open one, but now it's a closed one. So, so this is fun. My kids likes it actually a lot, so we play it a lot and enjoy it. So, so you can make it at home, as I said, because I'll send in a file with all the pictures, and have fun. Show me some fun pictures and videos if you can, to share with everybody, and enjoy your math games.